another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I am very happy that you are here with us today on the channel that combines ASMR relaxation and sports card nostalgia. Today we have one of our price guide episodes. I'd say it's one of our more popular series, and you can help us continue to grow the popularity of this humble ASMR channel by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, giving us a thumbs up, leaving a comment, going into other ASMR videos, not spamming, but just saying, hey, I'm here from Sports Card Doctor, or the Sports Card Doctor sent me for, you want to phrase it better than I just did there. I'm not trying to annoy other people, I'm just trying to get the word out in 2025, right? We're going to strive in 25. Alright, we are going to do, like I said, price guide episode, but before we do that, I want to make sure we have a clean workspace, since we're going to be pricing cards. One of the things I've been kind of calling for lately in comments is let me know some of your favorite ASMR triggers. I have announced that the Sports Card Doctor will return. Literally, we'll be taking care of some cards soon, and some wild ones, some crazier ideas I have as well. So here we go. For all you spray heads, let's spray up. Well, I gotta tighten that down, don't I? Just made myself more of a mess. Alright. So today, like I said, it's a price guide edition, and we are going to be continuing to work our way, and I think soon kind of finish some of the Beckett football Becketts that I have from this era, and some of the packs I have from this era. So today we got this Jerry Rice cover from July 1991, issue 16, price to go $2.95 in the United States of America and Canada, $3.95, which is and will remain its own country. All right, Jerry there on the cover. The back is the back is one of the greatest prospects in the history of the NFL. This guy, many thought, with his cannon arm and his mustache, would go straight into the Hall of Fame. I'll say this about Jeff George. He didn't have a bad career. He wasn't a flop. I don't think he was a bust, and he had a spectacular arm. But, you know, that's not all it takes. And you also got to be surrounded by big players, and Indianapolis just wasn't able to do it. Where else did he go? Did he go Oakland Raiders? Did he play for the Raiders? Yeah. Falcons even at one point. And I think he carried that mustache with him the entire time. Jeff George on the back there. Fascinating. Alright. Let's look at what we got. Early 90s football. There's that guy. There's Jeff George. There he is. I know you. I know you. Talking about Rocket Rahib Ishmael in the CFL. There we go. Joe Theismann in the old one-bar days, which he carried well into the 80s. It's fascinating to me. Or Anderson with that weird 2-bar 80s into the 90s face mask. Another 1-bar. We just got 1-bar players everywhere, like Nick Lowry. I think Kevin Butler had a 1-bar for a while. There you go. Oh, this is fascinating this week. We always like stopping to look at the weather report. Cold list mainstays Brian Bosworth and the Patriots were busy this offseason trying to mend their battered reputations. We're in a period of time right now. Of course, New England Patriots firing Gerard Mayo, Mike Vrabel, now their coach. Weird downturn for them, and there's probably younger sports fans who have no memory other than the history books of the time when the Patriots were coached by Dick McPherson, and they were Steve Grogan and Tony Easonless, and therefore no longer good. Hot in July of 1991. Barry Sanders, Emmett Smith, Thurman Thomas, Joe Montana, Jerry, I'm Eating Rice, Bo Jackson, Warren Moon, R. Cunningham, who we know as Ramblin' Randall Cunningham, Jim Kelly, my man Dan Marino, Troy Aikman, Derek Thomas, Walter Payton, Andre Rison, Lawrence Taylor, Jeff George, Neil Anderson of the Chicago Bears, Johnny Johnson of the Cardinals, Andre Ware, Bruce Smith, that's our top 20 hot. Cold, the aforementioned Brian Bosworth, John Elway, the entire New England Patriots organization, also Andre Ware, Jim McMahon, Bo Jackson, William Perry, prime time, Icky Woods, and then cover boy Jeff George. There you see the problem. Back cover boy, I should say. Jeff George on the back, featured, and he is cold. Here's some of the cards. There's a chance I might cut this out and frame this and hang it in my bathroom. A little Bob Greasy there. There's that almost Morton Anderson style 1-bar, but really 2 technically. I love the highlight on my 72 Dolphins. I say that like I was around then or was on the team. Alright, now we're going to pick some cards here today. And we are going into an old box that was sent to us from our friend John at The Past is Alive. So check out John if you'd like. Tell him I sent you. He had sent us a pack here that has some good baseball options. Still gonna get to those. And then we got some football here. We're going to price some here. Like I said, I'm kind of working my way through early 90s football cards. I would love to price the Score Pinnacle. They're not in a lot of Beckett's, even in 1991s. So I'm going to find one which I can open and price it there. We do love the Pro Set Platinum, and we do love the Pacific Plus. Underrated. and we can't open and price these ones. So, oops, sorry, loud noises. All right, let's see, which one of these do we want? Which one of these do we want? Much as those are fun to crinkle, we are going to go ahead and open and price these ones, all right? There you go. Thanks again to our buddy John at The Past is Alive. Check out his channel. All right, here we go. These packages aren't always as crinkled as that. I guess over time they might do that. Okay. Let's see what is in this pack. Robert Delvino, Chris Carter, Rodney Hampton, Mitchell Price, Michael Irving, great card, Steve Atwater, Sterling Sharp, Albert Lewis, Greg Townsend, my man Sammy Smith, Cleveland Gary, Gary Zimmerman, Bart Oates, and Eric Thomas. That, my friends, is a great pack of cards for 1991. I'm curious about this pack. All right. So here's the thing. I almost feel we have a big bounty of cards to choose from. If you're kind of new to what we do with the price guides, we are going to go back to this price guide here shortly. I'm going to pick about 5 or 6 cards to set aside, and we're going to price those superstar cards, or rookie cards, or just cards that we think might have some value for the era. And we are going to see if we can make $1 back, which was what we price our early 90s, late 80s packs at. I'll also try to give you an over-under on what I think the entire pack might be worth. So first, let's pick out cards here. I might keep that. Now, Rodney Hampton is interesting. You all might know the history of Rodney Hampton and his, I think it was Score rookie card, his draft pick card that I got a lot of quote-unquote money from when we did a price. So he's got some cult status here. Mitchell Price, I would definitely price in that. Atwater, Sharp. Albert Lewis is interesting because he is a very top-flight cornerback during this era. But defenders do not get priced as high as you'd like. Now, Sammy, as a Miami Dolphin fan, this kind of brings back a lot of memories. Not all of them good, but this is still kind of 2 years into his career. He might have some value. Cleveland Gary, maybe Townsend. Two great offensive linemen from this era, but they're not going to be worth much, unfortunately. But your football team, trust me, as a Miami Dolphin fan, needs some good offensive linemen. Eric Thomas there. So we're definitely pricing these ones. Those ones are in. That's 5. Now I'm going to choose one of these. I have Loyalty to Eric Hampton. Thomas, Zimmerman, Bart Oates. Townsend, great defender. He's coming off a 12-sack season. He might have some value. Cleveland Gary, still up and coming, but I think by now we knew he wasn't Eric Dickerson. Again, Albert Lewis, kind of a Pro Bowl cornerback, but I don't think that's going to be worth much. Robert Delfino. No. So I'm going to pick one of these guys, and I've got to hold true to what I believe, which is that defensive player cards are never as high as the offensive player values. So Rodney Hampton here, this is coming off his rookie season. We're going to price Rodney Hampton there. But here's what I like as we go back to the price guide. It's going to be a good pack. Let's return here and get back to 1991 Pacific Plus. Okay. 291 Pacific Plus. To help us with our pricing, we of course like to bring a calculator just to get the clicking going. But let's write down what we're going to be pricing here. Now, then we got a good pack. It is a matter of how much do we get value out of these players. Like Chris Carter, Hall of Fame caliber, right? If not actually in the Hall of Fame, I can't remember. But back then, coming from the Eagles, was either Chris Carter, that we know, Michael Irvin, Steve Atwater, Sterling Sharp, Sammy Smith. All right. I don't want to get too cocky here, okay? I don't want to go too high. But I think the entire pack is going to be worth $2.45. Okay? But let us see. Let us see what this pack is going to be. All right. Are you ready? Let's do it. Here we go. I will start with... Let me get some little drama here. Let me produce this thing. Yep, 2 prime time. Okay, I like how we got this going. Okay. Are you ready? Let's do some pricing. Rodney Hampton comes up first. And he is number 346. Number 346. 346. Oh, yes. We're going to make our dollar back. That is a 60-cent card. A 60-cent card. We've had some bad prices lately, or price guide episodes lately where I was not pulling anything. That right there almost makes up for it. Okay, Chris Carter, number 286. Common players in this set, 5 cents. Let's see here, 286. And yeah, see, okay, common card. Definitely going to hold on to this, but common card right there. Sammy Smith. A lot of hope for him. A lot of hope for him at this time. Number 274. 274. Sammy Smith. 15 cents. I'll take it. Dolphin fans remember with Sammy his, if not his first NFL carry, but one of his early NFL carries. Game against the Patriots, it was like a 20-yard run, and we thought, we did it. Dan Marino found a running back. We're going to the Super Bowl. It didn't happen. Not always the player's fault. We all can't be Hall of Famers, but I remember that. A lot of joy in that moment. All right, we are at 80 cents. We're going to get our dollar back. I really do believe it. But again, I priced the overall pack at $2.45. Was that too much? We'll see. Here's Steve Atwater, a prime time player. Prime time. But do we value our defenders? Steve Atwater is listed 10 cents. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Big hitter. What did I say? 10 cents. Okay. Alright, so we are at 90 cents with these two legends left to go here. Michael Irvin and Sterling Sharp. You know what? Let's do Sterling Sharp, my favorite of the Sharps. 166, 20 cents. We did it. $0.20. So we are over our dollar. But the bigger question is, how far off was my $2.45 prediction? All right, here's Michael Irvin. Speaking of primetime players, big in this era, already an established star. He is coming off a little bit of a injury-plagued season. Card number 97. And we got Troy Aikman, we got Michael Irvin. All right, 12 cents. Fair enough. Alright, so with that, again, look at that. Rodney Hampton. This is how much he was taking over New York football by storm. 60 cents. By far the highest in this pack. Amazing. Alright, so that's a good pack of cards. We are at $1.22. But I think I overshot a lot here. But every once in a while, we pull a surprise from these cards that I didn't pay attention to. So let's see if any of these players are more than commons. 74, Eric Thomas. No, that is a common. Gary Zimmerman, next level. Offensive tackle. That's a common. Bart Oates. Oates is a common there, so 15 cents. Cleveland Gary. Did I give up on Cleveland too soon? 251 right there. He is listed. Cleveland Gary, 15 cents. We are far off here. We are far off. All right. Albert Lewis. There's one of the players I thought about picking, and I'm glad I didn't. He is a common. So right now, 35 cents. 157. All right. Can we pull off a surprise here? Here's Mitchell Price, card number 73 in the set. Mitchell Price rookie card, 10 cents. We're at $1.67. Yeah, all right. Let's start accepting fate. It's not going to happen. 247, Robert Delfino. That is a common. And then Greg Townsend, 241, unless people really love the Raiders at Beckett. That is a common. So I made the right call on cards, but at $1.77, we really missed the boat. I'll tell you why. I got a little overzealous when I saw these like Hall of Fame level players like Carter and even Atwater, but Sharp. I knew he injured out and maybe wouldn't be valuable, but I really thought Michael Irvin would be more. But again, we are pricing off 1991 prices, so maybe these cards are worth a little more, and we'll hold them and put them in our football binder. Okay. Well, but we did get our money back. That is a victory. I think that is the first time in a while that we've done that. So thank you very much for supporting the channel, watching, listening, relaxing with us. We're really glad you're here. See you next time here on Sports Card